Howdy, y'all. This is Rip Reed, the Tech Sales Ranger. My friends at Tech Sales wanted me to go through some legends that are out there to learn from. We can all take some lessons from. Yeah, my friend John Dutton, he's been through a lot. He worked his off. Excuse my French. Stopped drinking recently and cussed a lot. But they worked real hard out there and worked their ass off and got this family ranch out there in Yellowstone and been given to the family, and people try to take it away from them. And you know what? It's kind of like with you at Tech Sales in your business. Don't let anybody take your business away. You got to fight like hell. Make it happen and win it out. Don't let anybody take it what's rightfully yours. Now, those Dutton boys and those ranchers, they did kill some people, and I'm not saying to do that. But what I am saying, you better bust your ass, get that business, keep that business, go get that business, and make it whatever it takes to get that done. Have you ever heard of the legend of the Lone Ranger? I thought so. He's actually a distant relative of mine, John Reed. And he was a Texas Ranger. And he was a man that saw a lot of corruption in the world, saw the injustice that was going on. And he decided that he was going to take action and make things happen. And I'll tell you, he ended up using his resources. And we're going to talk about a few things about the legend of the Lone Ranger and how you can use it to win more business in your career. We're about to go through some lessons from the Lone Ranger. And I think what you guys need to understand is that this is important. We're going to listen and we're going to learn from all the different aspects of where the Lone Ranger came into play at the time when he was suffering a lot of tough obstacles in his life. And Tech Sales, the competition's tough. Competitors are everywhere. We got to pay attention, work hard, listen from lessons from the Lone Ranger so we can win out this business. And you can be successful in growing your business to help your family and your destiny. All right, well, we're ready. We're going to talk about lessons from a Lone Ranger. Y'all pay attention? I hope so, because this is very important. Hey, you in the maroon shirt there, get off your phone. Let's pay attention here. We're going to get into this. Okay, let's go. Step one. What we want to do is we want to make friends and network. The Lone Ranger, when he was going after the rustlers and all the people who were doing damage down to his communities, he knew the community. He got lessons from the people in his area. Same thing you got to do. You got to network with your sales team. Network with all the people out in the different associations in your area. Make sure you listen and pay attention, because you're going to pick up all kinds of information. Where the nearest projects are going. What's happening all around there. Okay? So utilize those resources like that. Now, let's go and talk about step two. Step two is develop a sidekick. Now, the Lone Ranger, he had Tonto. If you ever know anything about the Lone Ranger, he called on Tonto a lot. Tonto would be there, he'd be in a crack. Old Lone Ranger didn't know what to do. He'd go ahead and he'd call up, he'd get Tonto, show right up, save it. That's what we need with our sidekick. You can also strategize with your sidekick. Him and Tonto would go back and forth and figure out how to go ahead. He'd say, Tonto would be, hey, Kimosabi, what's happening on that? And that's what we did. So let's do that. And I understand you boys with Tech Sales, you got a good example of that up there in North Texas. What do y'all call them? Trailer? Up there in North Texas? Yeah, those boys are a good example of how to make that work with a good sidekick. Yep. And then number three is one of them which we will talk about. It's going to be utilizing your resources. Lone Ranger, he had Silver. Silver was that horse. He was his horse, white horse, running around. And anytime he get in a little tussle, get in a little trouble, some bad guys, some rustlers, he'd sit there and whistle out for Silver. Say, Silver, come on now. Get over here. Get my ass out of there. So he'd pick up there, jump on that horse, and take off. And sometimes he'd use Silver. He'd get on the side, get down there on the side, protect himself from those bullets or those arrows coming through. I mean, a lot of times he wasn't really messing with the Indians so much. It was more the cattle wrestlers. But I will tell you, you gotta learn how to use those resources like that. And one of them would be for you, for tech sales guys, you need to look at that. Those regional sales managers, they're gonna be real critical with what you're doing. Give them a call. You're getting a little tuffle, you're getting a little struggle. You don't know what to say, know what to do with the products. Give them a call ahead of time, before the sales meeting. Give them a little call, get ready. Have them come on along with you. You might just saddle up on a regional sales manager. I mean, I don't want to get weird or nothing, but you might have them around. Bring them along on the sales call. You're gonna learn a lot. Those folks can be real good and make them your friends. Go ahead and jump in that, be friends with them, get that rapport going. Close the deal with those regional sales managers that can change your life. And then also, I'd say step 4 might be one of the most important we're gonna talk about. It's gonna be called the silver bullet. That silver bullet was something the Lone Ranger used when he was really in trouble. He was about to lose out. Saw his life flash in front of his eyes. But all of a sudden, he pulls out that silver bullet, had one left on his gun, shoots that silver bullet, and that thing would go around corners. It was like magical on that TV screen. Well, I'll tell you what, that's what we can do with that product knowledge, tech sales. Let's know our manufacturers. Let's know all the little silver bullets that work into closing deals. Because if you know product knowledge, you know where to go to get those last minute. You know, you might be able to say, hey, look, I got this product because it's a little feature that goes on. Or maybe it's a better price structure because against the competition. Or maybe we got better lead times, delivery, whatever it is. You got to learn your silver bullets. Hey, you back there in the back, long-haired dude, get off that damn phone again. I'm paying attention. This is big time. Let's go. Now, step 5, I'd have to say, probably, I would say the most important, because it comes down to character. It comes down to who you are as a person. Lone Ranger, he woke up every day busting his ass to make sure that he made things happen for the community and to save people's lives and save people's belongings of things that were rightfully theirs. This boy didn't mess around. So what we got to do is we're going to do that with getting up early. Every day is going to be a new day for us. Be real important for that. We're going to fight like hell to win. We're not going to say no. We're not going to be taking no for an answer. We're going to go ahead and get that damn order. We're going to do whatever it takes to make sure we get that done. You know what? Lone Ranger, he never let outside influences impact his destiny. He went ahead and he made things happen. He didn't make excuses. Let's go ahead and take control and control the game. That's what we want to do. We want to be able to control the game. We want to have self-discipline and control the game anywhere we can. We can get the advantage. He jumped all over obstacles. When he was on Silver, he would be taken right along with Silver, and Silver would come across, he'd jump over that damn obstacle. That shit was not going to happen in his way. He also used critical thinking for problem solving. He was a critical thinker. You can see his lasso. He'd figure out a way to make things happen on the screen. And he was a leader for that. He was a leader from using his mind and his critical thinking with those situations. So let's do that with our sales. Let's put things together. Let's put things as a puzzle. Close the order by using information that we have, that we know in the marketplace, or the product that we have. Utilize those silver bullets. But what we're going to do is, we're going to do this from our own standpoint. We're going to do it through self-discipline. One thing he did, the Lone Ranger did, he followed God. He followed the good Lord on his daily life. And he listened for discernment. He'd sit back and have time on his own and listen with him and God, only him and God, to get the direction he needed to solve those situations and close those orders. He never gave up when things got treacherous. You know, things got scary out there. He never gave up. Don't ever quit. Do not quit. And so that's about it, you boys and gal. I'll tell you what, we have a lot to learn, a lot to work from. We can look back at our history, look back at our legends, look and see what the boys these days and age with the Yellowstone Ranch and what they're having to go through. We can learn a lot from legends like the Lone Ranger. And let's put those into daily practice. Don't give up. Make this happen for you and your family. We believe in you. You got all the resources you need. Don't be negative. Get this done. No more infighting, all this stuff, whatever goes on, whatever. You need to make that happen. Close the deal. Let's go. It's time to talk about the introduction of the Lone Ranger. And you know, the Lone Ranger, he may not be alive anymore. God rest his soul. But I'll tell you what, the spirit of the Lone Ranger lives. And it lives in our tech sales team and our family. Because I'll tell you what, I see a lot of what you guys we just talked about in the lessons. And every one of you, I see it. And I'll tell you what, let's go out there, utilize that spirit of the Lone Ranger, and go close these orders, make this business and this family strongest it's ever been. Let's make 2022 a life changer for your family. Let's make it and do it now. Now may I introduce you to the Lone Ranger.
The Lone Ranger. A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty Hi-Yo Silver. The Lone Ranger.